Everest is my game. That is my dream.
Washing dishes to support her two daughters, Sherpa is the picture of humility.
I can write. Never not been educated. My life's hurt me. Everest fixed my soul. Like a magic.
Welcome to Gold Talks. I'm Sherry Cola, and I'm so honored and thrilled to be here with the powerful, badass women behind Mountain Queen. We have Lhakpa Sherpa, the one and only, and of course, Lucy Walker, the director who brought this story to life. It was just out of this world, and I had chills. Mainly because it was Mount Everest and you were probably freezing. So I felt that through the screen. But how are you both feeling right now? I'm sure you hear the impact and the conversations around this incredible documentary.
I'm very happy watching my documentary. Many people, message me, Lakpa, this is a great documentary. I work many, many years. My work very, very hard. People enjoy my documentary. I'm such a happy. People learn, not give up. Everybody hurt in a different way. Educated people, rich people hurt, but not give up. Keep your dreams, and you can reach on your mountain.
Yeah, you can definitely feel that, and Lucy, your touch is so apparent because there are certain things in this documentary that, some documentaries wouldn't show. Like, for example, the family of the Sherpa team, such a marginalized community, and you decided to shine a light on them as well. Tell me about that process to make sure that you prioritize, showing that side.
Oh, absolutely. And thanks so much for this. Everywhere we screened, when Lhakpa appears, it's like the rock star just entered the stadium and everyone stands up and cheers for Lhakpa. And it is so sweet. And that is not normal. That is a real testament to her power.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we all really wanted the movie to be centered on Lhakpa and centering the Sherpa story in a way that we haven't really seen before. When you think about climbing movies and Everest movies, there's usually a white guy or a white team, and the Sherpa people who are also kind of physically there, and they're not just climbing the mountain. Typically, they're doing all the work to support the Western tourist, climbers, are kind of erased. And we were so thrilled that Lhakpa is the star of this movie. And then when we were up with our spectacular shots, we managed to get summiting with Lhakpa, which was just phenomenal. And we're so excited and so relieved also that we were managed to accomplish that safely. Everyone got down okay. Obviously, it's still a really risky proposition shooting on Everest. But it was so thrilling to note that on screen are Sherpa people. And we also had Sherpa people holding cameras and getting amazing shots. We had one high-altitude specialist, director of photography, but we had a lot of great shots from the Sherpa team. So they were both starring in the movie and also camera operating. And I think that's the way forward and how it should be. So there's a kind of a lot of decolonization and just changing the frame up in a way. Feel like there's going to be so many more movies. I feel like Sherpa made, Sherpa starring, because they are the stars of the players, and that's just how it is. And it's right that the screen should represent that.
This is a big deal. It's groundbreaking. You're speaking Nepali on Netflix. These are eyeballs all across the globe, and this is something that's never been done.
It makes it so easy for everyone in the whole world to see it. We're everywhere where Netflix is. And that is so many people that are just loving seeing Lhakpa's amazing story.
Yes, I can feel the impact, and the impact is so clear globally. Lhakpa, I mean, you've been on this journey of Everest for years and years and years. I'm curious how it felt to finally have cameras capturing the experience.
Yeah, everybody say, Lakpa, everybody give me congratulations. That makes me so one is so much powerful, gives me everybody's gives show loves, support in a man, in a woman, and the children, teenager, everybody say you are great. My God, we learn many things. That is makes me feel so good. It's also Lucy.
Mhm.
Director is Lucy. Makes a good filmmaker too. I'm a good worker too. We can match together very well.
I love that so much. And that's what the people want to see. You definitely included bits that were fun because as much as there was heart and hard work, there was also humor in Mountain Queen. And that's what I really appreciated. Like, Lakpa, you are so funny. Like, you really just, people are engaged just watching you, and then you're doing this incredible thing, but you as just a human being, like the raccoon bit, I'm curious where you get your sense of humor.
Yeah, I am so very very so young my teenager. It's my child. My dad told me all the time, you are a unique baby. I am all the time say my country we don't have a television, no radio, no phone that times. I'm a very funny, make you happy. All the time is the positives. I all the time doesn't matter for me have a everybody has a bad day and a good day. I all the time want to show my good days for on people, and that is my social kill. Beginning my child life. I never not been in school, but that is my show. My shows, my getting mother, my village people. I all the time make entertainment myself, such in fun in singing, and they're dancing in my song. And that is I am so
Yeah.
like that kind of child. This is a very happy child.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you really defied gravity in a lot of ways. Just to quote Wicked, you can see that you've gone through so incredibly much in your life and yet you prevail. And when we talk about joy, when we talk about, your radiant personality in between these moments of climbing a literal mountain, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Lucy, I felt it was so beautiful that you had this balance of kind of checking off all of those emotions, which isn't easy, especially with the documentary. You have all of this footage, which I mean, I'm so thrilled that this footage was dug up, and you can see her from Summit 1 to Summit 10, and in between all of these moments of just life and humanity. So how did you kind of find those pockets to make sure that we have these vulnerable moments and these very light moments?
Oh, well, that's what I love to do. That's why I was so happy to tell the story, because I recognized that, wait, this is the kind of story that really I feel like I'm put here to tell. I even had made a movie before on Everest, about blind people climbing Everest. And that was when I first heard about Lhakpa story. I was shooting that in 2004, and I was on Everest then. And so I happened to know how to shoot Everest. So that was really useful, having done 2 expeditions back in 2004. But my other thing that was really essential was this kind of the jigsaw puzzle of it all. I loved structuring the movie so that you get an incredibly compelling, like proper movie going, satisfying, emotional ride, but you get it with real life, which is why I think documentaries are so incredible. Good enough filmmaker. You don't even need a script. You don't even need actors. You can take amazing real people and then put it all together and kind of script it like a screenwriter, but using all the pieces of real life. And it was extra challenging in this case. We had an amazing team helping, because when Lakpa left her house, we show in the movie that at one point she has to run away from her house. She has no possessions and she didn't have any photo or video. And she said, I don't have anything. And her story hadn't been told. She really hadn't, nobody really knew, we started making this movie, anything about her incredible life. So we were really starting from scratch. But I look back and I don't know how I knew, but I just knew we'd find it. And I had this just relentless determination. to really like find all the video and film that we could of her. And we found it, we dug it up. And it's incredible. It's like an archaeological dig when you kind of have been chasing like the footage of Lakpa's very first Everest climb in the year 2000. I could see that these filmmakers had made a film and I could glimpse Lakpa, but she was not really very much in it. But I thought they filmed her. They've got to have that raw material. And when you finally get a hold of this raw material, after years of thinking about it and editing Lakpa's story and wondering what it would have been like back then in the year 2000, you open a package and there is the footage. And you see young Lakpa, and it's electrifying, and it's kind of all that you dreamed and more that might have happened in 2000. And there you're suddenly looking at the video, and we're able to incorporate that into the story. And then through the kind of all the craft of editing and putting it all together, which I love with our amazing team, that you can really sort of build all the building blocks of the story and deliver like Lakpa's whole life kind of, but through the journey of her climb. And Lakpa had devoted her whole life to inspiring women and girls and really showing the world that women and girls, especially from her region, were capable of so much more than they were being allowed to do at the time. You know, Lakpa growing up was not allowed to go to school. She wasn't allowed to go to work in the mountains. She had to cut off her hair and pretend to be a boy. When she became pregnant, that was, you know, a source of raw shame rather than joy at the time. And she wanted to change all that. And she really did. But at the beginning of the movie, she's got her own 2 teenage American girls living in Connecticut, and she wants to inspire them. And she decides to go back to Everest. So we tell the whole story of this new Everest climb with this need to inspire her daughters, one of whom comes with her. And we take that journey, but through the course of that exciting climb, you also get to know the whole of her story and what she's climbing for. It's an amazing story.
It's amazing, like just more than amazing. And it was so spectacularly assembled. And what you said is correct, because, you know, we talk about the journey and we talk about representation as well, because this is a specific yet universal tale of this real person, just inspiring so many. And no, both of you can speak to this. My favorite part about the documentary was the mother-daughter's relationship. You know, from the moment where, you know, Lakpa came down the mountain and said, "My 10th summit for you, Shiny," or the moment where Sunny was looking in the mirror, and you can feel her come into her own and just like feel worthy, you know, because her mom has been this hero, and you see the daughters kind of realize it in real time as well. So how has that impact been? Because you can probably feel a lot of young girls and women just, you know, giving you feedback and feeling that message so dear to their hearts.
I feel totally special that day, my 10th summit. I say one children in America, one children's in Neher Tami base camp. You know, look like it gives me totally different kind of experience and also worry. You know, I climbing up in the mountain, but you know, I want to make sure my children shiny is still not going to ice, you know, going to no fail, no die. And I must partake in also my documentary team, I must partake. You know, and also my daughter Sunny here, I must everything, you know, set up. Very difficult in a mom life. That is a key. You know, mom and a dad is really gives a good leader. That is the best leader in the best direction gives. That is the key to the mom and the dad. You know, the children go up and go down.
But you were a real rebel. You, whatever your mom wanted to do, you did the opposite.
Yeah. No, this is like it. You are Mulan. Like you literally are Mulan.
You know, I'm a teenager. I look, you know, I'm too boring. I'm not school. You know, my Sherpa culture is all the time do home and life. And I feel that is not so right. You know, I'm looking myself different kind of lifestyle. I know, look, I stay maybe 20 children in my mom's house area, Makalu, marriage, some guys, Sherpa, and have a lot of children, and I'm a maybe different kind of lifestyle. Maybe I'm no mountain queen, I know that. I really challenge my life. I want to changing my life totally, and also human life in Nepal. That no, that times I really want to changing my life. I want to explore. I want to learn. I'm ready. And sometimes I say, why I not born in America? Why I not been in school? I feel I'm so much smart. I can do any kind of thing. Why I not born in America? I not been educated. That is, I feel so guilty. Why I not been educated? Why? Now I feel like that right now. I had educated. Maybe I'm not mountain climber. I'm not mountain climber, but I'm gonna have a doctor and lawyer. Do some good things. I feel like that.
What you did was equivalent to the impact of the doctors and lawyers in so many ways. This is like, yeah, I mean, I'm just so blown away at so many of the lines in the film. Like, for example, when you said, I'm not so humble, I'm very brave. Like, I want that on a tote bag, I want that on a mug to just inspire me every single day as a mantra. Or even when you were on the mountain and you said, I fucking keep walking, women cannot give up. And I thought it was so cool to just have those sound bites to carry us through. And when you said that, it was, the experience of a woman on a mountain. You're talking about more than just being on your period. This is feminism at a high altitude, and I thought that was just so magical. And I want, both of you to speak to the fact that this is something that, it's going to teach people that anything is possible no matter who you are. And women are equally, if not more powerful than men in so many ways because of the pain we endure. And yet we still get to the top. So
I'm not so humble because I cannot say I'm humble. I cannot lie. I'm not humble. I have respect people. I really respect all over the men and the women equally. I respect. But we are to show the law. They gives the law. We show the bad things. They give the bad thing too.
totally. I actually love that both of you are challenging the concept of being humble, because I also have a single immigrant mother, and being in America, there are so many things that are against us, and society doesn't root for women. You know what I'm saying? And then you add all of these other identities and you realize, oh, these are actually superpowers, and let me show you why. It's like being humble, it's almost like this thing that was forced upon us, and yet now we're just proving people wrong. And I think that theme is very clear, Lucy, in the way that you told it.
Yeah, I love what you're talking about, because so often people will see Lhakpa, who works so hard and is a hardworking immigrant single mom. We see her in the movie washing dishes on Whole Foods in Connecticut, working hourly wage jobs. And so often we hear in the movie people say, oh, she's so humble. And Lhakpa turns around and says, I'm not so humble. I'm a good climber. Because I think Lhakpa's decision to take those jobs is not about being small. It's actually about having the courage, because she has so much dignity and is not afraid to work hard. She's so excited. And Lhakpa, you could speak better than this. I just inspired by you, so forgive me for speaking about you when you're here, but you love America and you're so excited to be here and working hard and creating this incredible life for your two awesome daughters and your son, and this new life that you've been building for yourself. And that's not about humility, that's actually about ambition and creativity and resourcefulness and resilience and excitement about life and all the possibilities.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
Yeah.
No,
That's
is
right.
so true. And there are just so many layers to Mountain Queen. You feel it so deep, because not only do you root for Lhakpa, but you've been there, and you know what it's like to work 10 times as hard, and for you to finally get recognition through this incredible documentary. I'm just so proud of the both of you, and I congratulate you. And I know that people want to follow you further on this journey, and you talk about nature as a healing force, Lhakpa. So how can people join you on your next climb?
I just want to, because for me, I'm a very healthy, healthy woman. And also I'm a nature lover and hiker. Nature is for me in recover my bad life, everything send me mountains make me healing nature healing for me. That is I'm thinking about it. I not lost my level. I had such a focus on my job and my children and my mountain. It go together. I look like I build together and now slowly step by step. I build. I know no lost, and I keep building in myself. It look like a puzzle. I say I lost one my
Yes.
puzzle. Oh my God, this puzzle put it back. That is I go back, but not quickly. Taking time for me many years. Hurt
Yeah.
and work hard, but I look my puzzle. I'm missing. I put it back. I keep people messing me. I put it back again. And if time some coming people messing me, I put it back. That is I build up my life. Hard life in very work hard. Take it many years. This bill and the
Yeah.
mountain queen. I'm myself such a my 10 summit is I built in top of the look like a Mountain Everest in that come from my name, documented name the Mountain Queen. But I'm not Mountain Queen. I'm a normal Lhakpa Sherpa. I'm still working. You know, people
Yeah.
people go hike. I go hiking and I listen with the people. I say, hey, you look at this documentary, Mountain Queen. I'm a there. People not recognizing me. I'm so happy. I don't want to recognizing me. Walking, I'm working in people's house. I was killing. People talking about it. Turn to me. You look. You see this Mountain Queen you know oh, that document is such a great. My parents say, wow, Lakpa talking about you recognize me. I'm hiding. I'm go different way. I'm so shy. People talking about it for I hear my ear with
Yeah.
the
I
people.
mean,
Yes.
you're a living legend, honey. And I hope you embrace it, and I hope you keep just doing the good work, because life is so multidimensional, just like you said. You're a mother. You're literally now this a spokesperson, a spokesperson of inspiration. Okay, can I say that? You are literally. I need to print a poster with your face on it for my living room, because that is how special this film is. And I'm very curious, and I'm pretty sure everyone is curious as well, about anymountain.org. If you could tell me a little about that.
Yeah, in any mountain dark horse, that is my foundation because I want to make sure I can hike with the women, who need in outdoor, who need the hurt and nature recovering, and that is I want to helping. I want to share. I'm a poor too. I cannot give my money. I don't have money. I can give my skill in other people who need it, who women need it, or men need it. I will give share, recovering very nature way. Many people have a dream, two dreams. One is a Mao dream. The Mao dream follow away, they're changing. But you have a heart deeply, your life dream, what you want. That is you must follow them, step by step. That's successful. Mao dream, we can talk today. Hey, I want to go actor, I want to go lawyer. That is a Mao dream. I cannot do. That's only my I talk. But I have a
Yeah,
heart,
yeah.
my heart dream. I climbing mountain many times. That is my skill in my heart dreams.
Yeah,
And
and we're so grateful for that. Thank you for sharing your gift. And Lucy, thank you for telling this story. I can't wait to continue to follow this journey and keep talking about it with all of my friends, because Mountain Queen is a part of the conversation right now, and I'm just honored that we got to do this. So thank you to Gold
Thank you.
House, Netflix, for this, the trio of my dreams, really.
Oh, you're
Thank you
great.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and it's on Netflix now, so everyone please
Yes,
watch it.
Mountain Queen on Netflix
Yes,
right now. Climb
exactly.
to your TV
Yeah.
immediately. Okay, because you got to see it. Anymountain.org. Please support Lakpa in her journey, and stay tuned, because the sky's the limit,
Life for
baby.
my children.
So thank you both. Truly,
will
thank you,
give
thank
my
you, thank you.
power
So much.
Only
Thank you
someday I
so
will
much
show
in
them.
having me. You know,
Comment
you
cannot
thank
give
you.
up. 10 Summit, I work so hard. I want to do something good.
I see you. I see someone that could be something.